Hi, and welcome to this month's episode of The Signature Show. I'm Signature's Artistic Director, Matthew Gardner. Right now, we are in previews for Play On, the first production of our brand new season. This delightful musical comedy reimagines Shakespeare's Twelfth Night in 1930s Harlem, and it is all set to the syncopated rhythms of Duke Ellington's greatest hits. Here to tell you more about this vibrant new production are the cast and creative team of Play On.
Play On is a riff on Twelfth Night that's set in the Cotton Club in 1930s Harlem.
I would say Play On is a mix of Crazy for You and Ain't Misbehavin'.
Got a young girl named Viola, who really wants to come be a part of the Harlem Renaissance. She wants to be a songwriter, but only men are songwriters. So she has to transform herself into a man, and shenanigans ensue.
The world just kind of grows from there. Like, she meets the Duke and she falls in love, and there's so many love stories happening within her love story.
With Duke Ellington music, so sort of the combination of these two geniuses and titans of their respective fields. It's sort of a brilliant concept brought together so beautifully by Cheryl West and Sheldon Epps.
You already have this sort of grand foundation because all of Shakespeare's characters are larger than life. They're bigger than life. And I feel that's the same with Duke's music. So it really is kind of like the heartbeat of the show because it really just tells us how to navigate the story.
Like, it's very rare that you meet a cast and creative team and right off of the bat you all connect right away.
I mean, from day one, the sense of community has been really great to be a part of. And so that energy, I think, is going to translate over the footlights because you can't manufacture that.
That's how I know the audience is going to love it, because it's like every day somebody is doing something that's knocking everybody's socks off.
And it is, for me, it's a blessing to come into the rehearsal room every day, be inspired by them, and to laugh with them. I don't think that I've laughed this much during a production rehearsal process.
Every day I laugh, every single day.
It's really, really funny. Even the characters that are like grand or very serious are very serious and grand in the most hilarious way. Because again, it's all farce, it's all larger than life.
I think they're definitely going to leave singing some of the songs. I think they're definitely going to love the choreography. They're going to love this beautiful set that we have going up.
You feel like you are in the world of the Cotton Club. We make you feel like you're a part of the show, and I think that's what sets the show apart.
Like, people are gonna leave feeling good, smiling, laughing, and singing Duke Ellington songs. Really, at its heart, it's just like a fun, silly, romantic comedy that makes you feel good. And like tap dancing. When do we see that? Not enough.
Hi, I'm Signature's Managing Director, Maggie Boland. We're always looking for new ways to share the exciting behind-the-scenes work that brings our productions to life. One of our goals is to shine a spotlight on our talented and dedicated production staff, the folks who hang the lights, build the sets, sew the costumes, and make sure everything sounds just right. That's why we created a new segment called Now You Know, where one of our amazing production team members gives one of our favorite Signature actors a crash course in a key backstage skill. In this episode, our costume director, Natalie Kraszewski, shows actor Diamani Brewington how to master a deceptively simple but incredibly important costuming task.
Hi, Diamani.
Hi.
Today, I'm going to teach you how to sew on suspender buttons.
Oh.
I have a thimble for you if you'd like to use it. Now, I like to put my thimble on my middle finger. That's good too.
Okay.
And so the buttons are 3 inches apart. I've measured out 1.5 inches on either side from the center back. So we're going to take our little needle. Mm-hmm. You're going to start at one of the quadrants.
Okay.
And you're going to push it through to the opposite quadrant.
Mm-hmm. This is why I use the thimble to kind of push it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Catches
I have
on
never.
So fast. You're going to pull it all the way through. There's a knot on the end of that.
See, I put lotion on so I wouldn't be ashy, but now it's working against me. I got it though.
Pull that all the way through.
All right. Okay.
Now I'm going to have you take one of these buttons.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so you're going to put the needle from the bottom up.
Okay.
And then through the top down.
Bam.
And then instead of going across, you're going to make a diagonal.
Through the black here.
Yeah.
Zootopia. Oh, bam. Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, and a little thimble push.
Yeah.
Whoop.
So good.
Ha ha!
Then you can go up through the corresponding hole.
Okay.
Okay, now what you're going to do, you're going to put the needle where the fourth empty quadrant would be,
Right there.
and then do a diagonal to the other side.
Underneath it.
Yep,
Okay.
through the waistband.
Damn, I did that.
Yep,
Is that good?
that's good.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to pull that one through,
Uh-huh.
and then we're going to do it again.
Oh, period. Repetition.
Yeah, because that makes it stronger. So here we are with our thread coming out of the waistband.
Yes.
We're going to hang on to this,
Okay.
grab your thread close to here, and we're going to just wind it around about 4 or 5 times.
Ooh.
Perfect. So that's what's called a shank. And that provides a
shank.
Not like being in prison or soccer. That's what provides the stability for that leather loop on your suspenders. Now we're going to take one more stitch through the waistband. Doesn't really matter where.
Okay.
In and out.
In
Yep.
and out.
Pull that through. Now we're going to make a knot because we're all done with this. So make a circle.
Yes.
And then put the needle through
This
that
part
gap.
of the
Yep.
circle.
Then you kind of want to hang on to it with your thumb.
Okay. Bam.
Great. Now do it again. Do it again.
Circle.
One more circle.
Put it through the hole here.
Yep.
Get the junction down to
Yep. Nice and close.
bam, and then just pull it.
And then hang on to it with your thumb and pull it through. Now one more stitch through, doesn't really matter where as long as it's under the button, and that's going to anchor that thread. And then you're going to take your scissors and you're just going to clip it.
Okay.
Perfect.
It's
You're
done?
hired.
Oh my god.
Now you got to do 5 more.
Oh, why, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Signature Show. To see everything we have in store this season, visit sigtheater.org. Whether you're looking to subscribe or grab single tickets, now's the time. Last season, all of our cabarets and 5 of our main stage productions sold out. Secure your tickets today and don't miss your chance to experience Signature's celebrated productions. And speaking of celebrated productions, Matthew has one more surprise to share before we wrap up this month's episode.
This year marks the 50th anniversary of A Chorus Line's groundbreaking 1975 Broadway debut. Back in 2019, Signature staged our own critically acclaimed production, which went on to win 5 Helen Hayes Awards, including Outstanding Musical Production, and became one of the best-selling shows in our history. To celebrate, we've opened the vault to share a never-before-seen clip from our archives. Here's the 2019 cast performing dynamic new choreography from Dennis Jones for one of the most iconic numbers in musical theater history.
Bye.